reflections with you, and I thought, why not put it in a video and we can really feel each other, and you can feel my presence and my love for you and my appreciation rather than just writing it in words. I feel like we've been through such a deep year of initiations, and I really just wanted to just connect a little deeper with you and really come into this space with open-hearted vulnerability and just share some reflections on what I've been going through and perhaps some insights into what we're expecting for 2024. We are going to be experiencing a whole lot of new energies, which is really, really exciting. So I know we've all been going through quite the year, and I just felt to share and connect with you on that level. So welcome to sharing this space with me, and I invite you just to grab a cup of tea or a cacao and just journey with me for, maybe half an hour. We'll see what comes through. But yeah, I just wanted to share some energy updates on what's coming forward, and a little astrology, just some themes that are going to be unfolding for the year of 2024. So thank you, beautiful soul, for being here with me. I see each and every one of you in my community, and I'm just so deeply honoured and grateful for you. So many of you have been supporting me for many years and sharing this work with me, and it's just been such a beautiful journey of unfolding and deeper journeying into the heart space and coming into our authentic truth, alignment and sovereignty. And I know for me, 2023 has been such a year of initiations, and I know as I speak with so many other beautiful souls that they've also been going through very similar things. So we are not alone in this journey. However, sometimes we can feel like we're in it, especially if you're a sensitive soul and you're someone like me who tends to go in my own little hermit when I'm processing deep shadow work, which is part of my human design as a 5/2 heretical hermit, which is the wise sage hermit, basically. So I really do come into a lot of my own space for clarity, to really, bring in more of that nourishment that my soul needs when the outside world is very loud and chaotic. So perhaps you've also been feeling the same, just to come in and just bring it all in again, because there is so much chaos and destruction unfolding, and yes, it is harrowing. We've all been processing deep grief and deep traumas. However, on the flip side of that, there is so much beautiful light coming onto the planet. There is just so much to be excited about as well. It's quite the paradox that we are experiencing as we birth a new golden age of light for humanity and for Gaia. And so, I just really want to celebrate you for being on the path, for committing, for being devoted. I know it can be easy to get into that comparisonitis, of seeing those that perhaps aren't necessarily on the path of awakening and really tuning into the heart, and seeing those that perhaps aren't doing as much of the shadow work and thinking, how are they getting through right now, but I feel those of us who have been really deeply committed to the work and that have been doing the deep dive inner shadow work are really in a process of preparation for all that is to come. And we've been in a process of purification, of cleansing and clearing and detoxing on all levels, mind, body, soul and spirit, to prepare us to hold the new frequencies that are coming on the planet. And those of you who are listening to this, no doubt you are one of the way showers, you are one of the leaders that are really coming into being a torchbearer, a pillar of light for humanity through these times of planetary evolution and ascension. And the ascension is not necessarily an ascension out to some place other than, it's more of a descension of our soul spirit, our soul light essence, our higher self divinity into the embodiment of our physical body. And And so many of us have been over many years doing so much of the activation and the inner work to really bring in our soul light. And now it's been a process of grounding this soul light into our physical bodies, which can be reflected on the external. It's like all of a sudden we're having to really master more of our 3D physical realities as more of this light continues to integrate into the body. And so you've probably been experiencing a lot of physical symptoms, especially with the solar flares that have been just one after the other for the last few years. And we recently had a massive X-class solar flare that went off on the 14th of December, which was the biggest, they say, in 6 or 7 years since 2017, but I do feel it was actually bigger than what we've ever experienced on the planet thus far. And when people say, we're waiting for the grand solar flash, I don't believe it's one particular event. I've let go of giving away power to waiting for an event or waiting to be saved. We are the ones we are waiting for. We are the ones that we are co-creating this new reality. However, we do have so much photonic light supporting this. We have these solar flares that are coming in one after the other, and so I believe that we are actually in the solar flash right now. And it's not just one event, it is a series of events over, say 4 years. We've already been experiencing it for a couple of years now, and will continue for another couple of years, which is really just, creating this destabilizing, this crumbling of the old false matrix as the artificial timelines collapse and allow for the new higher organic timelines to really come into co-creation, which is what we're here to birth, uniting as a collective force of light on this beautiful planet that we call home for now. So yeah, it's been a lot, my loves. It's really, I have found it very, very challenging this year to continue to show up for my work, and that is just, me being completely honest, because I've just had to face off with so much darkness, and that's okay. Like, it's all part of it. We can't bypass it. We can't shy away from it. The gift of gold is found in the alchemical process of walking through the fires of initiation. I feel emotional as I say it. And I just honor each and every one of you that are doing this work, because it's not easy, but we are building strength, we are building conviction, and we are building our sovereign empowerment in that process. So it's all about coming into our heart center, into full alignment with our divinity, to remember that we are divinity expressing itself in human form. And so it's really this reclamation of our power, of the power being, in the external hands for lifetimes after lifetimes after lifetimes. And now we are at the beginning of a new 25,000 year cycle. Whew. And it's exciting, and it's like we need to be here together for this journey, because we cannot go alone. We are here to birth and co-create together in unity, in harmony, in love, in gratitude, and it's easy to give our power away and feel victimized to our circumstances. And I tell you what, I have been in that place many times this year, and it's not fun. However, it is about bringing our power back into our heart space to remember that we are so powerful, we are so strong, and we have been led to believe that this is not the truth. And so it's like we have to walk through those fires to reclaim our sovereign divinity. And so what is coming up for us in the new energies of 2024 is really going to support us to come back into our power, to come back into our highest light and soul expression. And yes, of course, the world outside is going to continue on with the chaos and the drama and the distractions, wanting to pull you back into those old 3D timelines. And just remember that, we need to just pull our power back in every moment. Yes, witness it. Yes, go through the transmutation of it all. Yes, feel it all. We need to feel it all, because it's the contrast that shows us that which we do not want, so that we can birth into and create that which we do want and we do know is here now. It's just a frequency that we're landing into the crystalline grids and really going to embody. And so this journey of embodiment has been the biggest key piece for me. I am more or less triple Aquarian, with Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Midheaven. Thank goodness for my Taurus rising, which is what grounds all of this like celestial starry energy into my physical body. And my North Node is Cancer, which is the Divine Mother, and bringing through that oceanic divine consciousness of unity and one. So, you know, that's a little snapshot of the energies that I, you know, harness within my physical temple space. And the last 2 years of the Taurus Scorpio nodal axis has been smashing my first house. So, you know, no surprises there why I've been deeply initiated over the last couple of years, and I welcome all of it, because, you know, that's where the biggest growth and evolution really happens for our soul. So, you know, it's a test of our strength, it's a test of our faith, it's a test of our belief and inner knowing that all is happening in the divine highest timelines, and everything that we're seeing in the external reality is all part of the divine plan to bring us into that which we really are creating. So I guess right now as I record this, we are coming up to the summer solstice here in the southern hemisphere, which is on the 22nd of December, Venus Day, on the Friday, and the 21st in the northern hemisphere, which will be a winter solstice, which will be more of a yin time. It's a time of going within, it's a time of inner reflection. However, with the summer solstice, it's all about, you know, coming into this more yang energy, where we're finally like really getting out there and shining our light, you know, out there where we're all to be seen and all to share our soul gifts, and to really remember to bring in that cultivation of joy and celebration. You know, it's like, it's easy to feel like you're like, oh, I'm exhausted. It's just been like wave after wave being smashed, and here to like getting back up again and getting back up again. And I think it's just going to be really beautiful just to come into this Christmas celebration period and just bring in some fun and lighthearted joy. And I also hold space in my heart for any of you that are on your own this Christmas. You know, that's not always easy, and we send prayers and love to anyone who is experiencing hardship throughout this Christmas period. I know it can be such a paradox of, you know, people celebrating and then other people, you know, feeling quite isolated or triggered by family members perhaps that aren't, you know, on the same path or in resonance. However, if you continue your self-care practices, coming back to self-love and understanding that everything outside of us is a reflection of what we hold within. And so again, it comes back to this inner work that we are doing. And a little bit more about the solstice. Such a beautiful honouring of the changing of wheels in the year, and working with the solar frequencies with the solstices. So there is so much photonic plasma light coming through, and of course, again, with those X-class solar flares that we've been experiencing, you know, it's just been like a full body process that we are experiencing right now. And there has been a lot of purging and a lot of clearing and cleansing and detoxifying. However, the light is here to really support us to really slipstream into the new energies of 2024. Currently we're in a Mercury retrograde, which was started on the 14th of December and will go direct again on January the 2nd. So it's a really beautiful time actually to come into a bit of a life review, a review of 2023, all that has been, good, bad, whatever, you know, the whole journey. The polarity is not separate, you know, it's all one, it's all part of the process of bringing us into our highest divinity and alignment. So sitting with all that has been and bringing in some gratitude for for the lessons and the growth and the expansion that you've been on. And perhaps you've felt like this year has really just been a big contraction. Yin, what a rabbit. You know, it really has been a yin year. It's been a year of inner work. But that is what is creating the flip side of expansion once we've done this work. So we're moving into a new year of the 8 frequency, which is abundance. And it's all about prosperity and abundance, not necessarily just in, financial, which of course we need this. We need the money in the hands of people who are going to do good with it, that are going to create a new, and all of the new structures that we're, co-creating in the wings, ready for that to take fruition. However, abundance in all aspects of our life. So really attuning to that and calling that in for you. You are so worthy. You are so worthy of abundance. You are so worthy of prosperity. You are so worthy of health, love, happiness, peace, harmony, joy. That is your birthright. Those are the original codes that you have been birthed with. All of the rest, all of those lower frequencies of fear and guilt, those are artificial programs. So it's about detoxing those artificial programs out of our mind and clearing it in order to experience that which we know is our divine birthright. We're also coming into a year of, in Chinese astrology, it's the year of the wood dragon. And I don't know a lot about Chinese astrology, however, tuning into it, I do know the dragon energy is beautiful. We've all been experiencing the dragons coming in. The dragons are here as the creator beings. They are here as the co-creators of the new earth, and the dragon energy is within you as well. It's like the Kundalini life force energy. It is the energy of creation. It's like, what are we here to create and birth? And the wood energy is all about grounded embodiment again. It's the foundations, it's the growth, and it's like really setting those foundations in order for us to fully anchor this new timeline and expand into our highest divinity. And it has to be done through the foundational work, those clearing of the lower chakras, so that we can really hold the light in our body and really come into our full soul expression, because that's when we can access those higher realms, when we fully ground it into our body. So we're going to see some big shifts on our earthly realm. A big thing that we're going to be experiencing as we come into 2024 is Pluto moving into Aquarius, and I've been talking about this for most of 2023, and a lot of other astrologers have been also. And so we're going to see Pluto moving into Aquarius on January the 20th. And that will be there for around 9 months, and then it'll move out of it back into Capricorn and then come back into Aquarius for 20 years. And that is what we've all been waiting for. That is like the power to the people. Pluto, power. Pluto, transformation, rebirth. So, and then Aquarius is humanitarian. It's the sign of freedom, of awakening, of coming into co-creation and collaboration. So bring those two together, it's going to be like power to the people again. And although we won't see it boom straight away on that one day, it's going to be a process. However, the shadow aspect of that is, mental, AI technology, all of that kind of thing. So we just need to always be mindful of what do we want to really cultivate with that energy. And so it's really bringing the power to the people in co-creation and collaboration. So that's very, very exciting. And then the other major event that's happening for 2024 is the Uranus and Jupiter conjunction, which is happening in Taurus on April the 20th. And Uranus, again, which is what governs Aquarius, Uranus is the sign of awakening. It's the rebel, it's the revolutionary, it's like the change maker. And Aquarius is, Jupiter is a planet of high consciousness, expansion, abundance, and it's all happening in Taurus, the sign of the earth, the sign of our new earth. And so when you bring those two major planets within our solar system together, it's like groundbreaking, soul-shaking, earth-shaking, revolutionary, awakening, major planetary shifts. So it's exciting. It's something that a lot of astrologers are going to be talking about, and it is something that we are ready and waiting for. And whatever that brings, I'm sure there'll be a major crumbling, but there is also birthing that happens within that, and it's something that's really beautiful, and we just have to keep attuning to the higher timeline that we're creating with that. So there's some really beautiful things to be excited about. And the other thing that we'll be noticing too is the nodal axis that shifted for the eclipses, which started in the middle of 2023, and that's moving into a Aries and Libra axis, which is what we're in right now, but we'll continue to see this playing out for the next 2 years. Aries is the north node of these eclipses, so we're going to be seeing the Aries energy predominantly. Aries is fire. Aries is the leader. It's sovereignty. It's the warrioress. It is, it is empowered action. And so that is beautiful because it's all about becoming our own leader. It is about letting go of the false guru and remembering that the guru is within, the teacher is within, and to stop giving our power away and to reclaim that for our own sovereign self. The shadow aspect of Aries energy is, war, unhealed rage, hierarchy, that kind of thing. So it's just like awareing and knowing that that's one aspect that can play out, and attuning always to the highest timelines with astrology. And then the south node is the Libra axis. So we're going to be, south node represents karmic purging. So it is clearing the Libran energy, which is the shadow aspect of that, which is all about codependency. So codependency, where we've been codependent on a relationship or codependent on a system, codependent on anything that is not in resonance with our highest truth. Libra energy is beautiful. I mean, it's all about harmony, balance. It's Venus. It's all about justice. So, again, attuning to pulling out and extracting the good from what that can bring. So, but all in all, that axis is really going to support us to really come into that strong, courage, devotion, passion, mission, the warrioress within. And it's not about being a warrior in terms of going out there and just wanting to fight. The fight is actually by being in your power, being in your strength and courage. Because, to be on this path, it actually is all about your courage. It is not for the faint of hearted. So if you felt, freaking hell, this is not what I signed up for, it's like, yeah, we kind of did. This is where community is going to really support us right now. It's like continuing to gather with like-minded souls, where we gather in the unified field of the heart so that we remember our truth, remember our light, and remember the mission that we came here for, strength in numbers, and continue to do those inner practices that are going to really support you to stay anchored in your highest expression, to really fully ground and anchor into the earth right now, because our beliefs are being challenged. Everything is up for review. The whole matrix is flipping, which means that we're going to be questioning everything. I've done this for years now, and I'm like, everything that I've ever known is a flip of what is real truth, and so we're going to be holding space for a lot of those who are going to be awakening in 2024, and really just being that pillar of light so that we can guide the way for humanity. And so that is a little snapshot of 2024. And yeah, just remember, the practices are really going to support you, especially the movement. I have really upped the ante on all of my movement practices for 2023 because there's so much energy coming into the physical body that we've got to continue to move it through, so that doesn't get stagnant and stuck. So that's going to be really supportive, and a lot more time in nature. We are really noticing how much technology and being on screens is really it's affecting our nervous systems, it's affecting our mental health. And so as often as possible, get yourself out in nature, get yourself grounding into the earth, swim in the ocean, swim in fresh bodies of water, and come back into communion and ritual with Mother Earth, in cultivating those beautiful ceremonial rituals, honoring the elements. It's such a beautiful practice of offerings. For women, give your blood back to the earth, and anything that you can have that you can create as offerings for Gaia, flowers, crystals. Continue just to create this beautiful connection with Gaia, our Earth Mother, and honor the elements, honor the earth, the fire, the air, the water, the ether, the ether element of the connection with the divine oneness, Mother, Father, God, Source, creation, and all of the beings who love us unconditionally. Remember to keep those elements alive within our being, and create an altar if you don't have one already, and honor each of those elements on your altar, and commit to devoting, to sitting in front of that altar in prayer every day, in ritual, in ceremony. I guarantee you it's going to support you in coming back to center, coming back to your heart, and really working with the elements that you need at those times. For me, I don't have a lot of fire in my chart, so I have to really call on the element of fire to really bring me into action and mission, and so just knowing a little bit more about who you are on a deeper soul level can really support you in showing up for your community, showing up for your family, showing up for yourself, more importantly. And I know for me, self-doubt has been probably my biggest key wound this year. In fact, probably my whole life, unknowingly, but it's really come up this year for me, self-doubt. And I think it's just because, there's so much happening that we're just like, whew. So, it's just honoring those things that are coming up and noticing where we are co-creating our reality and where we're perhaps self-sabotaging ourselves in those, old programs that just have to go. And we just got to clear the way, and unfortunately the way past it is through it. You can't bypass it. It's just if it's coming up, you got to walk through the fire, and that is where the gold lies. So I hope that these shares are supporting you. And again, I was going to be hosting a ceremony for the solstice, the summer solstice here in Australia, and I do apologise that one just isn't going to work out this year. Again, I've just been through such an initiation, and I think, to be honest, the marketing side of my work has really been challenging. Showing up on social media, I've been so blessed over the last 6 years of running this business. I don't even call it a business. Sharing my soul gifts. I've barely had to do much marketing. It's always just been, sharing an event or a ceremony or an online offering or a one-to-one offering, and it's just been, ease, flow, and grace. And this year I have felt so many blocks around social media, which I won't go into too much because I think a lot of you know what's happening on the social media platforms, and it's been really challenging. So I just haven't been posting as much, and I've been building up a lot of the foundations of my business, to be honest, a lot of the website building, a lot of the back-end office things, co-creating a community with our Light Shield membership community as well. So I've been doing some online offerings there, and also holding my own online offerings. However, I love being in person for ceremonies. is too. So that's not going anywhere. I'm going to continue to do my online ceremony, my in-person ceremonies. I'll be tuning in over the next, this holiday period and see how that's going to unfold and look for 2024. And also I will still be open and available for my one-to-one sessions, which are online. So anyone in the world can connect in, and we do that via Zoom, which is really, really beautiful. Deep dive into your soul's essence and truth to really illuminate and activate your authentic expression to share in the world. So I weave a modality of healing tools to support you in that, whether it be quantum energy healing, channeled light activations, astrology, oracle guidance, just basically weaving the last 10 years of inner work that I've worked with to bring me into where I am now, of what I know and being initiated through, and then I can hopefully support others in that as well. And so stay connected, my loves. Stay in touch, send me a message. Like, I am here for you. I am here dancing and weaving and co-creating with you. So let's continue to do this work. I can definitely feel more dance coming for next year, which is really fun because I feel the movement practices are going to be really needed. So stay tuned for that. Will be a lot more embodied flow, weaving the breath, weaving dance, weaving sound, channeled activations. Yeah, so it's exciting, it's fun. I'm really looking forward to what these new energies are going to bring. And just over this holiday period, just take some time out for you as often as possible. Set up those healthy boundaries so that you can really look after your nervous system, look after that inner being, that inner child, and give yourself some love. And we'll reconnect soon. I look forward to chatting and seeing what's in store for each of us. And I guess at the end of the day, we're just all surrendering it to the divine and being open to the will of the highest expression to flow through us. So I'll see you on the other side. Take care of yourselves, beautiful souls. Remember to drink lots of water, stay hydrated, nourish your body. Get out in the sun and receive those solar codes from our beautiful Solaris sun, those photonic plasma light rays that are upgrading your physical body, upgrading your frequency and elevating you into higher levels of consciousness. So I love you all so, so much, and my soul deeply honors and values each and every one of you. So thank you for